This week on Sailing Sweetruka, we are sailing upwind and against the current. Not because it's a fun challenge, but because we changed our plans. Our mid-stop destination will be revealed towards the end of the episode. Join us, Kate, Curtis, and Roxy the dog, as we make sail changes in another wet and wild ride out on the open Pacific Ocean.
Well, dinner aboard the Sweetruka is our last roll of frozen bagels since we've been out in the wilderness here for 2 months. It's a bit fun sailing upwind, a little wavy, but really these are amazing conditions. However, I'm still adjusting with the seasickness and everything, so bagels for dinner it is. But we had really delicious burritos that I made for lunch, so that was enough protein and meat and stuff for today, and so now we're just going to keep it really simple tonight as the sun is getting lower in the sky, and we'll check out some sailing here in a little bit.
Well, Rukins, we've been at sea for about 24 hours, and the wind got a little light in the night, but then this morning filled back in, and we were cooking along with our staysail and our conservative night setup, and then we just had the need for speed, and so we unfurled the Genoa, and it has just been ripping us along ever since. We've been keeping high of the rum line so that we can turn down when there's more breeze later on in the forecast. This is just like a sweet spot. We're going 7s and 8s, and we've been doing that pretty much all day. One reef in the mainsail still, just in case like some random squall comes and brings a bunch of breeze. When we're sailing upwind like this, we don't want to be in a situation that's uncomfortable or dangerous, so the sea state has been pretty awesome. All waves less than 2 meters. I think it's really starting to calm down. A lot of seconds in between the swell and just very small chop. So it's really comfortable. Starting to acclimate to the boat a little bit more now. And yeah, I think we're hopefully going to carry this through the night. It's supposed to have our last bit of light air through tonight, and then we're going to start to see some more gusty weather, maybe some squalls as we get closer to Majuro. But yeah, the sun's going behind the clouds. Really hasn't been very sunny today. Lots of clouds and overcast, but that has made it perfect. Temperatures weren't too hot. And so that is our evening update for now, and we'll see what the night brings into tomorrow as we continue on another passage here on Sweetruka.
Good morning, Rukins. This is our second morning on passage after our second night. It was a really awesome just champagne sailing night, as much as you could have for champagne sailing upwind. It blew anywhere from 9 to 14 knots, maybe a few gusts to 16, 17 at times. At that point, when it did gust, we decided to reef the Genoa a little bit because we wanted to get some sleep. So we wanted to make sure we weren't going to get some sort of big blast of breeze. There was like the tiniest little bit of a squall that like sprinkled for like half a second, and then it was gone. And then we just had this beautiful 3/4 of moonlight throughout the night. So it was just an awesome, awesome night of sailing. Roxy slept outside with me while on watch for a little bit, and we were just trucking along at 7, 8, almost 9 knots. We could probably unfurl it, but it is gusting up to 15 still, and we are close hauled. So we want to be comfortable, we want to be safe, and we want to arrive in the daylight. So we're trucking along pretty good. We think that we'll arrive sometime in the morning, and we're still going 7 knots. And really enjoying this upwind passage. So the sun is out today. It was overcast all day yesterday, but today we just have this brilliant sun, and it feels like we are in a tropical paradise here. And hopefully in another 24 hours from now or less, we'll be pulling into. So all right, let's take a look around at these awesome sailing conditions. Earlier today we sailed straight to the south side of Our, and then we bared away towards Majuro. So we eased the sails, and now we are a bit cracked off from upwind. Let's see, our true wind angle is 74 right now, and it's about 15 knots of breeze. Should be seeing a little bit more breeze maybe as the night goes on here. We are absolutely flying. It's been about right now 48 hours since we left. Just an absolutely wonderful weather window. A wave just flew over the boat, completely wrenching the cockpit here. It's gonna be a long night, probably watching out for fishing boats and traffic as we get closer to the island. All right. Whew. Enjoy the beautiful evening here on Sweet Ruka.
Well, it is getting a little wet and wild out here. We've got some water spraying over, waves breaking over into the cockpit down our companionway. We're doing about 9 knots, which is super fun, but we're not in a rush to get there. So we actually need to slow down a little bit to get there at daybreak, and there's no sense coming in the middle of the night. So we're going to furl up the rest of the Genoa, and we're going to pop the staysail up. That'll probably slow us down a little bit and maybe make for just a little bit smoother of a ride as we reach on into Majuro.
Ready?
Ready.
To furl the jib at the upwind angle in 15 to 20 knots, I am easing the sheet for Curtis while he pulls in the furler line on the winch. We are careful not to flog the sail too much, but sure to keep enough slack so that it can properly spool up.
Excellent, Dave. Nice job, babe.
Close the clutch there.
Yeah. Great job there.
Good job to you.
All right, ready for staysail up? All right, I'm gonna go on up there.
With the waves sweeping over the deck, we had fastened down the staysail. So next, it was time to free the halyard and then jump it at the mast. We kept some trim in the sheet so it wouldn't flog too bad on its way up.
and go take this car over to that side.
The angle of the jib car
gonna
on
come
deck
back a little
affects
bit.
the trim angle, which affects the depth of the draft of the sail. More depth equals more power, while a
Okay,
flatter sail
release.
is used to
Little more.
depower in heavy
Little more.
conditions.
A little more, a little more. Stop. Right. Pretty much back off to the races now. We'll get the leech cord and I think we're done.
Cool. Careful.
Oh yeah, now we're wet wild again. Great job, babe.
Oh, good job to you, babe.
That cost us only a knot. Actually, I don't know if we're gonna slow down enough. This is fine though. I love the staysail. I gotta tell you, that was a big project putting that in. But that was worth it, wasn't it?
Sure was.
Well, we've taken our speed down by about 1 knot. The staysail is actually a pretty good sail. It's pretty efficient in this type of sailing. So we're down from doing 9s to now we're doing high 7s to mid 8s. So I'm pretty happy with that. We're still going to get us in a little bit earlier than we planned, but that's all right. We've got a nice big moon today, and we should be able to glide right in the harbor under the moonlight.
Weaving in and out of the Chinese boats.
Yeah, dodging Chinese fishing boats with no lights and no AIS. That's what we do around here.
So we are headed back to the capital of the Marshall Islands, Majuro. But that is not our final destination in our change of plans. Stay tuned next time for the upwind finish through the pass and to the anchorage where we will check out and reveal our next destination, which we are sure you are going to love. Don't miss out on the action. Give us a like and leave a comment where you think we will head off to after Majuro. If you can't wait to find out, join our Patreon crew at patreon.com/Ruka. And don't forget to click subscribe and come along for the ride. See you next time!